What we're doing is, for those of you who don't know, is we're going to base Borden and we're going there for their family day. What we're doing basically is we're supporting the kids of the troops. Every year they have the same thing in all the bases at the same time right across Canada. We've been lucky enough that this is the 4th year for us. We get to do that. So remember who you are, who you're representing. Thank you for our community partners with the Safety Village. It's important that you understand that. You represent our community. It's great to have like the bucket trucks from Hydro and Hydro One here. It makes a big difference. The guys from All Canadian for towing our Safety Village everywhere. Right? So Georgian College students, you're representing your college here, and we have a direct pipeline to the top of Georgian College. So just to let you know, and we're going to have you guys doing the Safety Village. We're going to have our auxiliaries probably looking after our cars and our equipment, and then we'll go from there. So let's have some fun.
Welcome to the Family Day. Ça me fait plaisir de vous accueillir ici. Despite the nice warm weather today, we can see who are the braves that are getting ready for winter. So for parents that did not get the winter clothes out, I guess this morning was a scrambling into the boxes and trying to get everything out. A day like this does not happen without a lot of volunteers and a lot of work that is being done. So all the MFRC team and all the volunteers, and also, as you will see, soldiers are here to make this happen. Also, we have partners. We have the OPP here and the Hydro. So thank you all to make this day a special day. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Have fun.
We're here for the Base Borden Family Fun Day today to help support the troops and show the colors of the OPP and some of the things that we do within the community for community service. The glasses that we use, they're for the blood alcohol content. They simulate people that's been under the influence of alcohol.
So what, we actually see when you're...
Sort of. We get them to try them on and try and walk the straight line, and then they realize after a few drinks what it really is like. Then they're pretty accurate to the actual amount of drinks that you have for the they're quite hilarious to watch.
I don't pass right now, do I? Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
The reaction that we get from them, most people are really surprised that it is actually like that, because when they're actually drinking, you don't realize it. But when they see them like that, it really sparks a lot of interest and opens their mind up to what they're really like. I've done it a few times, tried it myself, and you got a tendency to keep going to the left. It's the same thing when they're drinking and driving. Anybody who's driving on the highway, they got a tendency to go over the to the left over the lines.
That clear one that I just did. It's hilarious because it's pictures.
Obviously our Safety Village is here. You can see we've got the cars, which basically are a big hit with the kids, but what we do basically when we're teaching in the schools is, as a reward for probably the grade 1s and the grade 2s, they actually get to drive these cars around, which is really unique. And you can see from the faces on the kids here today, they're having a great time. So, and this is what we do. They especially like these marked police units because the lights are going and they get to drive it around. So it's kind of neat.
The Safety Village is a partnership of several partners. As you see here today, the Hydro, the OPP, the Kiwanis Club, and we visit schools, set up the village for a week at a time in gyms at schools in the Aurelia area. I think there's a total of about 26 schools that we have involved in this, and the village is in the school gym for a week at a time, and all through that week we have people from the OPP, from the Ontario Hydro, from Aurelia Power, and various partnerships that are there teaching safety to the children on a first-hand basis. And something like this, I think, is even even has another aspect about it that the schools don't have. The parents are here with the children today, and that's very important to get the message to the parents too. So that's one thing about doing this type of an event, which is has another avenue that we can reach the whole family.
We're a little sneaky here because what we do basically is we educate the kids in the schools to go home, and we also at the same time to educate their parents. Because everything that we teach in the schools, or I teach in the schools, or Officer Shan or Officer Wanda teaches in the schools, there's a letter that goes home to the parents. So the parents know when they get home that what their child has been taught today. And we encourage the kids to ask their parents, whether it be street proofing, whether it be internet safety, whether it be traffic safety. I teach them how to cross the road, and then I get them to go home and teach their parents how to cross the road. You know, some parents do, but not too many how to cross the road properly. So this is all part of it, and this is what we do. The whole ball, it all goes together. Fire hall, we have a hydro center, and hydro is a big part of it.
Build a city.
We built the city in the gym, and then the power officers and police officers go in and actually teach. And then the kids get to drive these as a reward for paying attention. So you can imagine when we get to the school, they're like this high up.
Very impressed. He had never seen anything like this before, and quite frankly, a lot of people haven't seen anything like this before. And in fact, this is the only safety village that I'm aware of that does things like this. Because I think that children, where they can interface with police officers like they do at an event like this, have a different, have a respect for police officers and people in general.
Very honored to be asked to come and help celebrate Family Day on CFB Borden. Very excited to be here for our third year in a row, third or fourth year I guess.
Today is Family Day at Base Borden. It's an annual event. So we come from Aurelia. We bring our community safety village. It's a Kiwanis Children's Safety Village. We have all kinds of exhibits. We have the mobile command unit, motorcycles. We have the event trailer with us as well, and we have a lot of volunteers here. Also with us is Aurelia Power and Hydro One. And they have the big boom truck over there to give people a lift.
We are, well, with Aurelia Power, we're big supporters of the Children's Safety Village. Very honored to be asked to come and help celebrate Family Day on CFB Borden. Very excited to be here for our third year in a row, third or fourth. We teach electrical safety in working with the Hydro One guys down below here. Awareness, basically show them what we do in the field every day, so that's pretty much it for us. I strongly believe in what they're trying to promote with safety through the electrical side of things, and of course very excited. I come from a military background, so excited to be at Base Borden today. I love working with the kids. They've all been great for riding up here with me today. Some lose their hats like that one just did. Yeah, it's been a great day.
We got some sunshine.
Yeah, we got sunshine this year. That's a good thing.
Well, the Kiwanis Children's Safety Village is about teaching safety to children from kindergarten up to grade 8. We set up in each of the schools in our Aurelia OPP detachment area, which is the city of Aurelia, Severn Township, and Ramera Township. So we'll set up for a week or 2 weeks if it's a larger school. We set up in the gym, and we have a schedule where the different grades come into the gym, and we have different safety lessons that we teach each grade. Well, some of the lessons are, for the younger kids, it's walking across the road safely, where to play safely, riding a bike, all the safety rules, wearing a helmet, making sure your bike is safe, what to do if you're home alone, you know, if someone comes to the door or the phone rings. So we teach them those safety aspects. The older kids in grades 7 and 8, we teach them about violence, gangs, and drugs. So we teach them how to be safe and what the options are out there and what to be aware of. They all love the cars, and so many of them wish they were smaller that they could fit into the cars, because you do have to be a certain size to get in them. So we have a variety of cars, and they have the LED lights on them. They light up, they drive around. Usually the kindergarten and grade 1 up to grade 2 fit in the cars, but we also have some new scooters, and they're good for the grade 3 and grade 4. It is a big setup, and it takes a lot of volunteers and help to get everything set up. It's a lot of fun, so they have fun learning.
We're here again with our good friends, the military police. Well, this all came about because the military police initially started coming out to our Santa Claus parade in Aurelia. And the partnership was formed a few years ago. I made friends, partners with them. And the military police have been doing a great job. They come out every year and support us. And I happened to mention to them, what do you guys do that we can come back and do something for you? And they said, Jerry, we'd like for you to come down and help us with our family day. Lo and behold, they didn't quite expect everything that we bought, but hey, it's my attitude is go big or go home. And it's a very minute thing that we can do as a thank you to our troops.
Basically, it's the family day. So our role here with the OPP today is basically to teach kids about safety and to prevent them for being hurt around the base and whatsoever. I'm the community relation officer here on base, so I teach in the schools. Kids are used to seeing me around. I teach there. I teach the safety patroller program, and normally they see me at least once a week, if not more. So I go into the schools, I go in the units on base to do some awareness program, and yeah, that's basically it. The kids enjoy actually looking at our equipment, get into the cars, and it gives them the other aspect that we're not all bad policemen, that we're actually approachable and good, and it gives them a chance to play with the equipment. Actually, it's very important to do preventive actions and activities to children. Children are the next generation, so that's who we want to aim for, and to show them that we're not just, acting in a bad role. We're not just arresting people. We're actually involved with them, and they can always come to us if they have an issue or a problem.
On the screen right now, we have a tower camera, which is located on a 15-meter extendable tower up on the top of the truck, and it can zoom into a 3 to 5 kilometer radius depending on your atmospheric. Some days are hazy and some days aren't. This is the Central Region Mobile Support Unit. There are 6 of these in the province. This one's stationed in the Central Region out of Aurelia, and it covers west to Peel Region, east to Peterborough, north up to Huntsville, and back into Collingwood, Wasaga Beach area. Essentially, it's a police station on wheels. It's an incident command center. Anything from an emergency response situation, which requires the emergency teams to go in. The command personnel would occupy this, and then along with the support personnel, so you'd have an incident commander, people that are known as scribes, and then the commanders of the emergency response teams, commanders of the tactical response units. They would all meet in here, and it provides a central location for them to conduct their business. It provides for instantaneous communications and decision making. So ultimately, in the end, we end up with a much safer operation. It can be utilized for those emergency situations, community events such as this, ride programs, and very much a police station's on wheels. Once we go inside, you'll see where it's split up into sections to be utilized as needed in various situations. This is an area here which is you'll see this segmented into different operation centers here. So this can be utilized as an interview room, an office area, or it can be utilized if we had a multi-case scenario, something such as the hostage negotiations team would be in here. You'd be able to close off the doors and provide some communication. This is the main room here, and it's designed as a meeting room command center. The tables can be configured different ways. They can go in the middle and create various situations depending on the amount of personnel needed. You have whiteboards for keeping track, and again, the electronic boards. We have an entire communication system built in. We have a provincial common channel, of course, all of our operational channels within the OPP. We have our own self-generated power situation. We have heating, cooling, all the elements here that we're protected from. Moving over to the smart board again, what it would allow for is for briefing. We have the ability to have markers present. We could bring up a picture scene, draw X's and O's and arrows, and people can decide which way they're going to go. We have the ability to record all of that information on DVD. We can have interviews conducted in here. Again, record all this information for policing is all about keeping track and documentation. So that aspect's built in. We have a satellite receiver on board. So we're watching now at 24 hours a day news cycle. We have the news cycle and we have its availability. So we know what's going on, who's in the area and what's have you. On the screen right now we have a tower camera, which is located on a 15-meter extendable tower up on the top of the truck, and it can zoom into a 3 to 5 kilometer radius depending on your atmospheric. Some days are hazy and some days aren't. This one's focused down the way at the snowbirds display, about a half a block away. And in the middle here you can see what's called a pixelator. So we could actually focus in on a window or a license plate, and if it's a little fuzzy, we can email that picture to our photo lab and get a clearer picture and a clearer indication. So if we had somebody in the window with a gun, we may have that capability of identifying further. Again, we're not on scene. We're back a little ways, which is of course the availability of the length of the camera. We have an interior system here. This room and the room we just came from are cameraed in the event we want to video record an interview or the operational system. Inside the cab of the truck is it's a quad cab. It's a 4-seating. Again, to utilize as much space as possible, we can put a table in the middle of that and create another isolated meeting room to have. So when I say the unit was manufactured in a way to utilize the space as much as possible and create all the things handy to you at a police station, bring it out to the scene.
All the things here, like we have the little uniforms that the kids can put on. They can get on the Harley and get their picture taken. We also have like the gun belts, and of course the most important thing is we also have the official golden helmet that they can put on and get their picture taken. Greg Petrigan, the motorcycle mechanic, he comes from Fleet, and they bring down a motorcycle because a lot of times we can't get one or somebody to drive one. So we have all the things here, like we have the little uniforms that the kids can put on. They can get on the Harley and get their picture taken. We also have like the gun belts, and of course the most important thing is we also have the official golden helmet that they can put on and get their picture taken. You want to look over here, we have our community event trailer, we have our truck, and here's our volunteers. Now these volunteers, on average, there's about 15 of them at any given time, and they put in this community about 22,000 hours of community time. They come and help me teach in the schools, they assist with presentations, and they assist here today with handouts and things for the kids and for the adults.
This is the 4th year that is it. It seems to be getting better every year, more enjoyable. And the kids really like the Children's Safety Village here. which is normally used in Aurelia in the different schools. And when it is in the schools, I teach the rail safety. I was trained by CN to present the program. Yeah, I volunteer for the OPP since 2004. I enjoy working with the kids, and just it's based about the safety, the street proofing, the bullying, and with the elders and the seniors about all the scams that are going on with the seniors, and that's why we do it, and that is why we have a different group that came out of the volunteers too, which is called ASSAULT, Seniors and Law Enforcement Together. Those, well, during the 10 months of the year, we every fourth Thursday of the month we are at the Legion have provided us the Normandy room for that, and we bring different things, what's going on different scams for seniors and elder abuse. And it's becoming more known now, and people are starting to talk more about it. Oh, and we enjoy it. And I guess it's one of the things, my dad always was a volunteer on different things, and he quit when he was 85, so I have to go yet.
And I think they do a great job, and of course they have their own crest, their own shoulder flash that says making a difference in our communities, OPP volunteers, and they truly have made a difference in our community in Aurelia. This person here is Darren the Lion. Darren is here, and Darren is part of our grade 6 program, the DARE program, Drug Abuse Resistance and Education. And Darren always does a great job and is a big supporter of community events and was one of us. Well, if we can say that, but she is one of us, or he is. So there we go. Darren's assistant right here, giving out the stickers. And what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 9.
What school do you go to?
ODCVI.
And you wanted to be here today, right, to help out?
Yeah.
Well, and this is the type of people that we have. We have people that are volunteering from the high school, which speaks volumes for our community.